Let's talk about the language development of pediatrics. So, eventually, we can say that there is a standard particular month that we consider as the regular period or a regular month for the baby to develop this particular language task. But here are some information that would guide us and would tell us the sequence of the different language tasks that can be developed at particular months. So, for example, from 0 to 5 months, the baby can communicate through crying, through cooing, laughing, vocalizing sounds, expressing both pleasure and displeasure. Often, an adult can tell the meaning of these sounds. For example, this could mean that the baby is telling that he or she is hungry. I'm hungry, just like they cry, isn't it? The baby watches the caregiver's face when he or she speaks and will make the sounds in response, and gradually eliminating the sounds that are not used around them. By 6 to 11 months, baby desires to communicate and has a full range of gestures. And during the 6th month, usually, bubbling begins. They may also repeat the sounds the caregiver makes. By 12 to 17 months, they seek attention or try to direct attention to something in the environment. They can now follow simple direction with gestures. And usually by 12th month, they develop their first word. Usually, the first word during this time is dada or mama, but usually that is dada. The word dada could be as early as 9 to 10 months that could be spoken by the infant. Some children will also attempt combining two or more words during this period. By 18 to 23 months, children demand also desired objects or request an action by pointing, gesturing, or using words. Some words may not be clear. The child also may understand simple requests without gestures and verbs like eat and sleep. By 2 to 3 years, the child has a vocabulary about 900 words. At about age 2, the child is beginning to understand and use words for spatial concepts like in, on, or pronouns, mine, you, ako, ni, imo, or descriptive words such as big, happy, or numerical concepts such as daghan, gamay, many, few, or simple and compound sentences. And during this time, they can understand or use plural suffix. Mga in 3 to 4 years, child has a vocabulary of about 1,500 words. They can now use speeches that becomes more complex with more adjectives, adverbs, pronouns, and prepositions. Past tense verbs appears but may overgeneralize the the ed and the s markers. By 4 to 5 years, vocabulary approximately is about 2,500 words. Language is more abstract, and they master most basic rules of language. They can produce grammatically correct sentences during this time. By 5 to 6 years, they understand approximately 6,000 words and use complex sentences. Quite frequently, use correct pronouns and verbs in present and past tense. They have average sentence length in 6.8 words. By 6 to 7 years, the average sentence length is 7.5 words. Speak in complex sentences that use adjectival clauses. Conditional clauses beginning with if begins to appear. And they begin to read and write, especially with the alphabet. No? They all can now also understand concepts of time and season. So These are the language developmental characteristics with the corresponding milestones for pediatrics.